This is Seven on the Rocks doing his second horse trial and his first recognized horse trial at Lochmoy on Sunday. And so this is his second horse trial overall and his second starter level horse trial. And I wanted to bring him to Lochmoy specifically because I'm trying to get him into places that have like a bit of atmosphere, and Lochmoy certainly does. There's a lot to look at there, and it feels like a big kid horse trial. So I wanted to see how he handled all of that. And as you can see by his round, he was just cool as a cucumber. And he wasn't just calm in the ring doing his rounds, he was super quiet at the trailer. He was excellent in warm-ups. They were running late at stadium jumping, so he had to wait quite a bit until we got to go, and he stood quietly outside the ring and just sort of observed it all and took it all in. So I just really couldn't be happier with him, and I thought he came into the ring and he just jumped around like he's done this a bunch of times, even though he's only done it 3 or 4 times. I was quite pleased with this round. There's only one jump that I wish I could take back and do over. And that was the second to last one, and I should have just let him sort out his lead on his own because he's perfectly easily balanced and quick with his feet. But here, yeah, this is the one. So we're on the counter canter. He tries to do the change. He does a half change, and then I should have just ignored it and just kicked on and let him sort it out. But I interfered where I shouldn't have. I tried to get him to do the simple change, and then we ended up not having our canter back until 3 strides before the jump, so we got a crap distance to that jump. But he's careful and brave, and so it didn't faze him. And other than that, I thought the course was super confident and had a really good balance and flow. So here we are coming out on cross country. Fence one was just a log, and then you get to run up the hill, which is always nice because it helps just build a good forward positive energy. Super to fence two, and then we run into the woods and do some jumps in the woods. And then this is actually really funny. I'm glad my mom got this on video. So when we come out of the woods, there's a really steep hill that you have to go down. It's significantly sloped. And so I knew that we were going to trot down it. I thought he might want to walk down it, but I knew we would probably trot, definitely not canter. So here we are. We're coming to this jump, and he jumps it great. And then when we get to the top of the hill, I knew he might have a look, so luckily I was ready for that. I was sitting back, but he just gets to the top of that hill and he's like, "Oh no, hard pass. I don't think I go down hills." It was pretty funny. He just came to a stop and he needed a moment to assess the situation. And then he did a really cute little balance trot down the hill, and then we had a fun gallop back up the hill. And then this is where I just drive myself insane. I should have walked the course twice. I always walk courses twice, but I was just being silly thinking that, oh, it's just a starter course. Nope, you can't think that. You have to take every course seriously. So we come over this fence, and then you're about to see fence 8 that we blow right by. Here it comes. Right there. That was fence 8. We were supposed to jump that, but I was so super focused on the water, and so he's not seen this water before. And so I really wanted to have a really good positive entrance into the water, and in getting into the water, I just completely did not do fence 8. So that was super frustrating for me. He was fantastic at the water. I was thrilled with how easily he went in, and that was really excellent. That's exactly what I wanted him to do at the water. So he held up his end of the bargain. I did not hold up my end of the bargain, and I had no clue. I finished the course and I was all, "Oh my God, that was amazing. We jumped double clear." And the TD, and then I see the TD coming up in the golf cart, and I knew I must have made a mistake, but he could not have been better. So then we just gallop up this hill, and I think there was 2 more